nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We have seen in this Gita Yoga series of 3 talks, in this retreat, 2 parts. What is the meaning of Karma Yoga? What is the meaning of Atma Sayyama Yoga? And now we will study what is the meaning of the Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. Many of us have got this notion that the path of knowledge is different than the path of devotion. It is not. The maturity of knowledge is called as devotion, and the surrender to the absolute is called as knowledge. They are one and the same. Words are different. Therefore, now we will think about what Bhagavad Gita tells us from the knowledge and devotion point of view, and how that we can practice in our life. So for this we will take support of the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There are 4 things we must know if we want to walk spiritual path. 4 things. Number 1, what is this world? Number 2, who are we? Number 3, who is God? Number 4, what is the meaning of spiritual practice? All these 4 fronts, we are leading only a notional life. We all have notions about ourselves. I am very good, but people don't understand me. What should I do? I have never hurt anybody. Why? Not capable of hurting even a mosquito. See? We all have funny notions about ourselves. That I am very good, I never do anything bad to anybody, I have never spoken lies. This itself is a lie. See? So this is the notion about ourselves. And then, about this I tell you how it works. Once I was in Mumbai somewhere, and there was some satsanga, and after satsang was over, I was introduced to one of the person who was listening. I was told, Swamiji, she is Mrs. So-and-so, and she is the daughter of governor of one particular state in India. So she is a big one. She was size-wise also very big. So she is so-and-so. Naturally, pressure is put on me. So, Swamiji, she wants to ask you some question. No, I have no courage to say no. I said, yes, Amma, please. And then she asks, Swamiji, why good people suffer in this world and bad people are living luxuriously in this world? Why this is so? I said, Amma, for the time being, leave this question aside. I just want to collect information about you so I can talk to you. Yes? I said, you are okay, no problem in your life, your health, your husband, your children, your property, no problem? No, Swamiji, no problem. I said, you got the answer? See, tube lights are getting clicked. Those who are good, They never say this. Therefore, I told you a number of times, social service is not spiritual life. Social service we should do, but it is not a spiritual life. If you want to convert the social service into spiritual life, you should have one foundation. What is the foundation? Whatever we are doing, it is our need. Nobody needs it. But then we have that arrogance. I have done this thing, I have done that thing, and then we suffer. Therefore, notion about ourselves. Then the notion about this world. This world is very bad. I don't know why God has created such a horrible world. He should have taken your advice. Then it would have been better. See? Then the third thing. This God is simply sitting above the clouds and then making these people miserable. See? One of the normal statements that we hear from many people, that if God is there, why there is so much misery in this world? If God is taking care of everybody, why small little children are killed? If God is everywhere, why there is so much of terrorism going around the world? As if God is creating this. See? So we have funny notion about God. And then the worst notion we have is about our spiritual life. See? So what is spirituality for us? See? The first step of spirituality is, Aja. I am disturbance proof. Bring. Put any no problem. Make it stand so it will not click. Okay. No. I like this. That's it. Yes. Don't put inside my throat.
Say now something.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Yeah,
It is not tasty. Relax.
yeah, it normally goes with that actually.
If it goes there, my music will come. Kar. Don't worry, it's okay.
Sure.
Do you think they are hearing? Don't worry. So relax. Don't worry. So the last confusion or notion we have about the spiritual practice. Spirituality means we should be all the time serious. See? And then we should have various makeup on our whole body. Unless we have the makeup on our body, we are not following the path of devotion. See, friends. Therefore, these wrong notions must be corrected. So, first, the wrong notion about this world. First of all, Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives a detailed picture of this world. Urdhva moola madashakham ashvattam prahuravayam chandamsi yasya paranani yastam veda savedavita. It is not on, I think. Better? Yes. You can move your ears a little bit. So, in this verse, Bhagavan Sri Krishna defines the world. Urdhva moolam, the tree which is having the roots above, and the name of the tree is Ashwatha. Ashwatha means the people or the banyan tree. Ashwatham prahu avayam. It has always been like this. No change. Chandamsi yasya parnani. And for this tree, the leaves are the scriptural words or the leaves. Upanishad, Gita, etc. Vedas, Chandamsi yasya parnani. He who knows this secret, he knows everything. Now, normally what we'll understand if you take a superficial translation. World is a tree with the roots above, branches below. We try to imagine that. No, man. That tree is your and my body. Urdhva moolam, we eat from above. Adhashakham, we start growing below. See? Chandamsi yasya parnani. If we want to maintain this tree in a proper manner, any tree has the beauty, not because of the flowers, not because of the fruits, but because of the leaves. If a tree doesn't have a single leaf, it looks ugly. If the tree doesn't have fruits or flowers, doesn't matter. Similarly, in our life, if scriptural authority is not the shelter under which we are living, this tree looks ugly. And therefore, as a human beings, we are supposed to lead our life according to dharma. See, in one of the Subhashitas, it is said, Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samanya etat pashubhi nranam dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pashubhi samana. Human life is, and animal life is same exactly. Ahara, eating, nidra, sleeping, then bhaya, sense of insecurity, and maithunam, procreation. If these are the only four things we pursue in our life, there is no reason why we should be called as human beings. Then what is the greatness? Dharmena hina pashubhi samana. For human beings only there is dharma. Dharma I don't mean Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh. No. Dharma means let your originality, your essential nature come out. See, if you take a person and you don't know who is he or who is she, so you remain indifferent, pata nahi ho, somebody, and then that person happens to come on the stage and performs something like, classical music, and then you, my God. So that ability, that greatness in him, when it became manifest, then we recognize him, is it not? In the same manner, the greatness of human being is let the divine express through us. Otherwise, same thing like animals. You watch everywhere. Once I was in Wales, in one ashram we used to stay. And we used to go for a walk, morning and evening. And it was a sheep farm. So through the sheep farm we had to go to our ashram. There used to be many sheep, hundreds of them. So every day when I was walking, my spiritual practice is learn, nothing else. So when I used to walk through, I was just observing, they will be having only one program for the whole day. Get up in the morning and start. Whole day keep on eating. And when they are tired, sit there itself. If they have to defecate, there itself. If they have to urinate, there itself. And again get up, again start. Recycling. Is it not our life? What great we have achieved in life? If we die and go up there, and he will ask, hey, what did you do? I sent you as a human being. Me? Not. And then we will tell Bhagavan, see, I have consumed 6 truckloads of rice. I am South Indian. Oh. Then something more, but I was in North India. Therefore, I have consumed 7 tankers of milk. Oh God. But what did you produce? Gobar. Is this all life? Like the animals? No. Friends, remember this very important thing. In this chapter itself, Bhagavan says, Etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyascha bharata. Life must discover fulfillment in life. Fulfillment means what? There are no loose ends left. Life is complete in itself. Now that experience of fulfillment, I'll tell you through some example. This is just example, it is not the truth. I have 7 daughters. 6 of them could find the fools for them and got married and disappeared. Because those who will marry my daughter, they cannot be wise. So they went away. Now there was the last one, useless. And she could not find anyone. So as a father, I had only one problem. How to get her married, how to get her married. Wherever I go, only one theme. So once I had to go for some funeral. So we went there. That dead body was burning and I was standing. Somebody, hey, do you have some boy? I had to get my daughter married. That fellow is burning there. Only I had to get my daughter married. No other theme. Anywhere I go. And one day, she got married. When she got married, then what was my experience? Nothing remains to be done in life. Our Mahamantra, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Unless we come to this experience, our life is lived like animals only. No loose ends. If the death comes, we can shout at her, come on, you are late. See, friends, etar buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyascha bharata. Therefore, the world that we talk about is not outside. The world begins from us. The world is in us. The world goes back to us. We are the creator of this world. See? And therefore, this world has na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir nati sampradishta ashvattamenam suvirudha moolam asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Bhagavan says, if you want to see such a tree, which is having the roots above and branches below, you will not see anywhere. Na rupa asya iha tatha upalabhyate. You will never see such a tree. Then, nanto na chadir nati sampradishta. Neither it is there, nor it is seen, nor it can be destroyed. What is that tree? Which is neither there, nor it can be destroyed. What to do with such a tree? Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Take the axe in your hand and cut that tree. What is the axe? Axe is asanga shastrena. By absolute dispassion. Friends, I will tell you straight away something higher. I am not telling you KG1, KG2, although we are in KG1, KG2 school. But I hope you are grown up. See? Non-attachment, asangata, and attachment. You have to only understand, do nothing. Attachment is an illusion. Nobody is attached to anything or anybody. Just recognize this. See? We are not attached to our friends, enemies, relations. No, we are not attached. It's an illusion we are attached. In one place, it happened somewhere in India. One old man died. Now, in the old age, one of the two will be out. Cricket, both can't be out simultaneously. Somebody's wicket fell down. So that man died. Now this old lady, I cannot live without him. How he has gone? Oh God, he should have taken me. Standard dialogues. After that was over. Then everything was over. 1 week over, 1 month over, 1 year over, then 5 years over. But this lady is not thinking of going. Then the grandchildren started. Dadima, you told that time when Dadaji died, you cannot live without him. You wanted to go. What is the program change or what? I cannot live without you. You can live. You don't cheat yourself. See, friends, we are not identified even with our own body. When we sleep means what? We are not identified with the body. Therefore, we are neither man, woman, young, old, here, there, nowhere. Because we are not identified with the body. See, asanga shastrena. Therefore, dispassion is only to be recognized that attachment is an illusion. See, friends. And it can be accepted only by proper thinking. There is no other way. See. Now, how to do that? Be attentive. When our childhood we left not crying, oh, I have to give up my childhood, I don't want to become a teenager. No, that time you were very eager to give up the childhood. Then we came in teenager, that time also we never said, I don't want to give teenager. We are constantly waiting to give up. See, but when we come to this old age, pakad ke rakho. We don't understand the worst period of our life is the old age. See? And yet we hold on to. On the contrary, we should be wise enough. We have discarded the child body, discarded the teenage body, discarded middle-aged body, discard this also. Who cares? Asanga shastrena. And this asangata, detachment, should be drudena chitva. Should be firm. See? And when you are thus withdrawn from the world, then only you can think of God. See? If a poor man goes before Bhagavan Sri Krishna, what he will say? Krishna, 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 give me money, give me money, give me money. That means, other than you, I want everything. When an unhealthy person goes, what he will ask? Hey Krishna, give me some medicine, I want to get rid of this. In short, we tell him, other than you, we want everything. Therefore, all our gods say, God, this mudra, this hand is Abhaya mudra, this hand is Dana mudra. This is not Abhaya and Dana. This is enough. How much you are going to ask? And this is, if you don't stop, I'll give you one. See, friends, constantly, I want this, Hare Ram, 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 Ram. Whatever is needed for us, that is definitely given to us. Now, from other standpoint, when the teacher says, this world has no beginning, no middle and no end. Now, can you find out any science when this world is created? All these NASA fellows, all nasty, they are keep on telling, this Prithvi, the earth was created 298 trillion years before. You can't even count it. Mind can comprehend 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, 5,000 years, 1 million years, 1 million. Very good. What we understand? And then so many 100,000 trillion years. Trillion also we don't know. How many zeros come after that? All meaningless. See, friends, the time scales are different. In our dream, the dream is hardly for a minute or two. And in that 2 minutes dream, we go all around the world and come back. There the time scale was different. Our time scale is different, waking time scale. See, Like this biologists say that the life of human beings is 100 years. Life of the dogs is 20 years. Life of this thing is so many years. It's wrong. Everybody's life is 100 years. The time scales are different. See, for us, now those of you who have come on your own, you will never know how 1 hour has passed. Those who are forced to come over here, for them this 1 hour will appear as 1 year. Are, khatam hi nahi ho raha. The time scales are different from person to person. Therefore, don't get lost in this world. This world has no beginning, no center, no end. That which doesn't have beginning, center and end is an illusion. Now take for example, when the mirage waters are created, how many years they lived, and when mirage waters disappeared? No. See? No, nothing. Therefore, if we stop our mind as we do in deep sleep, analyze and learn from the deep sleep experience. In deep sleep, there is no place, there is no time, there is no body. And where from the world begins? The world begins from our deep sleep. When we wake up, what happens? First thing is we become aware of ourselves. I am. Second thing, what is the time? Third thing, where I am. Fourth thing, what I have to do. The world begins. Therefore, the world is time, space and object and a matrix of these three principles. Therefore, nanto na chadi narasam pradishta. So don't get too much involved in this world. And therefore, once you take this world as an appearance, not real, you will live in this world, you will enjoy, but you will not suffer. See, like when we go and see the drama on the screen, in that picture it is shown that there was one house on fire, and in that house there were some ladies and children and they are burned, and we are watching it on the screen. Are we going to cry or throw water on the screen? We know it appears but doesn't exist. Exactly the same way, all that is happening in this world is only appearance in time, space and object. Therefore, don't get too much involved in this. See. Now, if we are able to withdraw from this world through wisdom, not by any other method, then you are at peace. All the great masters who lived in this world, take Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, take Swami Vivekananda, take all great masters, they lived in the same country, in the same political turmoil, in the same economic problems, in the same these pandemics, the same time scale. They were not born and lived some other world. But how they are able to live? Because although they were living in this world, they were withdrawn from the world. See, it is something, you jump into the water, but you save because you know the swimming. In the same manner, we live very much in this world, but we must know the art of how to live in this world so that we are saved. And for that, what is the spiritual practice? Now the second wrong notion we have about the spiritual practice. For a spiritual practice is the externalities. See? We should have this, we should have that, we should have the mala. See? Many people ask me, Swami, you don't put on mala in your neck. I said, no, I don't have any mala. Somebody has put today this one. See? But otherwise that becomes a necessity. See, in one place in Kathmandu, one lady asked me this question. She went to some shop and bought one mala. It had 3 types of beads. First was Spatika, second was Rudraksha, third was Tulasi. Swamiji, what is the meaning of this mala? I say, this is the hybrid mala. What is the meaning of this hybrid mala? When you touch the spatika bead, you get lot of wealth. Really, Swamiji? Yes. Kush. Then you touch the Rudraksha, all your money goes away. Thereafter, you touch the Tulsi Mala, you go to the temple. What do you get? You get nothing. See, friends, getting lost only in these externalities and the spiritual practice. Now, here is the 5 principles. First principle, Nirman Moha. Second, Jitasanga Dosha. Third, Vinivritta Kama. Fourth, Dvandvair Vimukta. Fifth, Sukhadukha Sanyahi Gachanti Amudhaha Tat Avyayam Padam. So let us take one by one. Nirmana Moha. When we write any application, what are the parameters that we give? First, DOB, date of birth. Before that, we were not there. Thank God there is no column DOD. Expected time of arrival, no? Expected time of departure. So, time factor. Before that, I was there, time. Then, what is your size? Oh, size 4 feet tall, 6 feet wide. Space. And then, what is your weight? Weight is 2 tons. So, time, space, and object. This is what I am. See, Bhagavan says, Nirmana Moha, do not measure yourself in terms of time, space, and object. Nirmana Moha. In other words, come to recognize when the principle of rebirth is told in the scriptures, it is not meant to prove that you are born again. What is meant is, understand through this example. Before coming to London, I was in Washington DC. Before coming there, I was in Pennsylvania. Before that, I was in New Jersey. Before that, I was in New York. When I left New York is dead for me. I am still there. Then I left New Jersey. New Jersey is dead for me. I am still there. Then I left Pennsylvania. That is dead for me. I am still there. Then I came to Washington DC. I left it. Washington DC is dead for me. I am still there. Then I came to London. So I will leave London tomorrow. London will be dead for me. I am still there. Where did I die? Exactly the same way. Last life. Then I left that body. Then I am born in this body. Okay. Then this body dies. Then I take another body. Where did I die? Death is an illusion. Don't get carried away by that notion. See, friends, this can happen only if this foundation error changes, is cleared. We cannot be the body. In the dream and deep sleep, we are not identified with the body, yet we are. In the last life, we were there. That body died. That body doesn't suffer. Here we have done good and bad karma. This body dies, it is burnt away. In the next life, this body will not suffer. Because this is already gone. So the embodied, what they call soul or the jiva, it is not born and died. It is akhanda, unbroken, conscious bliss that we are. After studying Bhagavad Gita, the fear for death cannot be entertained. After studying Bhagavad Gita, you have no right to be miserable. You have lost your right to be miserable. See? Nirmana Moha. The delusion born out of these erroneous measurements. Manam is measurement. So we measure ourselves with reference to time, space and object. Nirmana Moha. The first spiritual practice is work on getting freedom from body identification. See? Then you come to know Nirmana Moha Jitasanga Dosha. See? Then be in the company of those which will keep you on the spiritual path. Don't get into the wrong company and destroy your life. Normally, we blame others. There is no need to blame others. We are solely, squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Jitasanga dosha. Now see how Jitasanga dosha we do not practice. We are very careful about our food intake so that body should be healthy. But are we careful about the food intake for the mind? What kind of books we study? What kind of literature we read? What kind of scriptures we study? No, all rubbish things. James Hadley Chase. Do you think in the dream you will get something else? Only you will get guns here and there. See? Or Barbara Cartland. See? One hospital I was there was one old lady. She asked me, Sadhu Baba, what are you doing? I said, I am studying Gita. Here also you study, and she put her hand behind. And I found she has hidden some. I said, hey Mama, what are you hiding? No, nothing. I said, no, I want to see. That lady was pretty old, 80 ke kareeb. I saw that book. At that age, Barbara Cartland. At the age of 80. See, friends. Therefore, what kind of food we give to our mind? If you try this, if you sleep while chanting the Lord's name, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. When you wake up, you will start from there. Then all other nonsense thoughts will disappear. This I learned from one Mahatma in Delhi. Such beautiful things in this world. He asked me, do you chant Lord's name? I said, yes, sometime. No, I'll tell you how to chant. I said, please tell me. I was young that time. He said, do you brush? I said, yes. When you take the toothbrush and paste together in the hand, that time you start chanting whatever you chant. So, take in a hand, suppose you are chanting Hari Om. So, put in Hari Om, 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 Hari Om. Suppose you chant for 5 minutes, 5 minutes are booked for Lord's name. Then, be greedy. I must add some more. So, if we have to climb the steps and come down, with every step, start chanting Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. When we go for a walk, I do that. When you go for a walk, with every step, take the Lord's name Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. If somebody has to talk something, talk that much time. The moment silence comes, your mind begins. Hari Om, Hari Om. Slowly, you will increase your association with the divine name. Jitasanga dosha. Then worldly things will not attract us. See? And the best part, suppose by this you have made it, suppose half an hour. You can chant the whole day, half an hour or 1 hour or whatever. Now you want more. So at the time of sleep when you go, I go on chanting and sleep and wake up after 8 hours. 8 hours your mind was subconsciously chanting the Lord's name. When we thus become saturated by His name, world is deleted from the mind. Jitasanga dosha. See, friends. Nirmana moha jitasanga dosha. Adhyatma nitya. Spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. No breath of ours should go without being in tune with the divine. Adhyatma Nitya. And this can happen by two ways. One I told in the earlier class, study of Bhagavad Gita. You may do anything or not. Study Bhagavad Gita, definitely it will help you. See, start with chanting. Chant loudly. Sit before the Lord and chant. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yudhavaha mamaka pandavashchaiva kimakurvata sanjaya sanjaya uvacha društva tu pandavanikam vyudam duryodhanastada. Start. Slowly, slowly, you will get in tune with the divine. See. Adhyatma Nitya. Second, Adhyatma Nitya, mind your mind. We have to take care of our mind. How much care we take about our clothes? When our clothes are clean and neat, before sitting anywhere, we check whether it's clean or neat, is it not? If there is somebody, like those workers who are working in the motor garage, their clothes are so dirty, they don't have to think where to sit. Anywhere they can sit. The chair runs away, or Baba, dirty fellow has come. Because they are already dirty. In the same manner, if our mind is pure, you will think twice before reading something, before watching something, before talking something. Because we are concerned about the purity of our mind. Adhyatma Nitya. And what is the sign of a pure mind? Be attentive. Sign of a pure mind is that mind which is pure has natural inquiry kindled about the truth. Who am I? What is this world? Whence I am? All these things will naturally be born in our mind as to where from I have come. Who am I? Kastvam koham kutamayataha kame janani kome tataha iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishvam tyaktva swapna vicharam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. Adhyatma Nitya. Third, fourth, vinivritta kama. In Kathopanishad, the ultimate statement is this. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya hridishritaha atha martyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. When all the desires in our mind are erased for good, you are realized. Desire-free existence is God realization. We all have that. In deep sleep, we have no desires. That time, we are divine. Only problem is, we do not know that. In one house I went, and a newly married couple, a small baby, maybe about 1 year or 2 years. So when I went to their house, that lady was there, the husband was yet to come. So she was cooking. I said, Mama, you keep cooking, I'll check with my kid. And the child was sleeping in that kind of a swing, small one, cradle. So I wanted to go and lift him and kiss him. So sweet. When I wanted to do that, she with her all hands soiled with the atta and everything, she came running and held me. Swamiji, don't. I said, I can't stop. He's so cute, so sweet. He is sweet and cute when he's sleeping. When he's awake, he's Rakshasa. Don't wake him up. In deep sleep, we are all divine. See, friends, because we are with ourselves. The only problem is, we know not. We don't know that. Deep sleep and God realization, only this much difference. In God realization, you know who you are. In deep sleep, although you are divine, you don't know that. And all the gains are always through knowledge. If somebody has no vision, he cannot have the knowledge of colors and forms. If somebody has no hearing ability, he He has no knowledge of the sounds. And all the gains are only through knowledge. So also, we have to know our essential nature. And what is our essential nature? Living at zero desire level. Jehi vidhi rakhe ram, tehi vidhi rahiye. See? We have to work on it. Adhyatmanityaya vinivritta kama. Our life is only unsuccessful attempt to fulfill our desires. Right from childhood, if you enumerate how many desires we have fulfilled, there is no end to it. Have we come to a point, no more desires? Till the last moment. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. See? Therefore, desire should be removed. And worst desire are desire about wealth, money. See? And worse than that is the desire about kama, bhoga, enjoyment. In Ishavasya Upanishad, this thought comes in a very exhaustive way. Andham tamaha pravishati de avidyam upasate tato bhuyayet ivate tamaha yau vidyaya gamrataha. Those who are engaged only in money, money, money. You can see the corruption cases going throughout the world. How much they can make a mountain of that and sleep on that. What will do with that money? I want more, I want more. No end to it. See, friends. Therefore, no desires is the goal of life. And therefore, we have to discover Patanjali, according to Patanjali, santosha, contentment. Try to be happy with minimum. Lesser the possession, travel light happily. See, life becomes very beautiful. That is the fourth spiritual practice. And the last one is Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanyahi. We have to recognize, accept it. This world is always existing in complementary opposites, joy and sorrows. Joy cannot be only joy, it is always supported by the sorrows. Gain, loss. Nobody can change this rule. Therefore, the world is like this. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it is night. Sometimes it is gain, sometimes loss. Sometimes joy, sometimes sorrow. This is what life is. So, dvandvai vimuktaha, let us accept it gracefully rather than suffering because of that. Dvandvari vimukta sukha dukkha sanyahi. Then, gachanti amudhaha. Such people have gone beyond the wrong notions of life. Such people alone, tat avyayam padam gachanti. They alone can attain their absolute conscious blissful self that we are. See. Now thereafter, we have the notion about being a soul in the body. Now Bhagavan says, Mamai vansho jiva loke jiva bhutas sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakriti sthani karchati shariram yadavapnoti yachapyut kramati shvaraha gruhitvaitani sanyati vayurgandhani vashayat shrotram chakshus parshanam cha rasanam granameva cha adhisthaya manaschayam vishaya upasevate utkramadam sitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam. This is the important thing. Vimudha nanu pashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshusha. Here is the story of the jiva, the soul. Bhagavan says, Mama eva amshaha. A fraction of me becomes the soul. And then the story goes. Then the soul has got these five sense organs, etc. He enjoys and he leaves the body. He goes to the next body and then he goes like that. Blah, blah, blah. Story goes on. It's such a wonderful story. But the important thing we forget or we bypass. Bhagavan says, Vimudha nanu pashyanti. Dull-witted do not understand the meaning of this story. See? Pashyanti jnana chakshusha. But those who have the vision of wisdom, they only understand this. Now what is that? When Bhagavan says, Mama eva amshaha jiva loke. What is Paramatma? Paramatma is infinite. What is the part or a fraction of infinite? Can the infinite be fractioned? You cannot. We can imagine. It is not real. Earlier, some of you may be knowing or may not be knowing. Indian rupees used to be 64 paisa. See, now India was progressing. So overnight, 1 rupee became 100 paisa. So first, we have imagined that 1 rupee is equal to 64 paisa. Now we are imagining it is 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. We don't know. Tomorrow it may be 1 rupee is equal to 1000 paisa. Keep on imagining. In the same manner, space. We imagine this is east. Which is the east? Oh, that side where the sun rises. Oh, where sun rises, that is east. Where the sun rises? Sun rises in the east. Huh? So, the east is because of the sunrise, or because of the sunrise it is east. Now you go beyond this relationship of sun and the earth. Go beyond that relationship. Then it is east or west or south. You must have seen in your house, small kids, when they sleep, the parents tell, don't face your feet to the south, okay? It is not good. Okay, mama. And they sleep. And at night, like the clock, hands, they keep on moving. Where their legs have gone. Therefore, friends, these are only imaginations told for us to know that you are essentially divine. The example which I gave you. See, I left one place, that place is dead, I am still there. There is one movie which I saw maybe about 5-6 years in USA. English movie, if you get chance, see. It's a typical Hollywood movie, but you can learn from that. The movie's name is RIPD. Rest in Peace Department. And that movie goes like a movie, and only 2 scenes I will tell you. So beautiful it is. 2 police officers go on the top of a building for whatever reason, and then there was some exchange of argument between them. One police officer takes and shoots the other, tack, and that fellow falls all the way on the ground from 30-40 floors. And when he lands on the floor, he gets up. And everything around him, it is a frozen frame. Everything is stopped. He gets up and he walks and goes to the Gabriel, goes to the Chitragupta. And the Chitragupta people say, oh, he is a good person. We can use him for our work. And then he is given a work. He can go and watch the people and get the report here, and he can see everybody, but nobody can see him. So he goes, first of all, he goes to his wife. And he sees, oh, his body is being carried, put in a box. Now they are carrying, she is crying. Oh, it is now put into the hole. And now they are going back. He is seeing everything because he can see, but nobody sees him. And like that the movie goes on and on. Then his wife gets married, another husband, and that also saw. He goes and now and then, and the movie masala is always there. And then it so happened that he saw his wife was going with somebody in the car, and the car meets with a big bomb blast. Boom! And the car is thrown in the air. Everything is shattered. Again, the frame is frozen. She gets out of that car. Now he can see her, she can see him. They put hand in hand. Thereafter they lived happily. See, friends. Now what we learn from this movie? Don't go into the other part. That the body dies, not we. So when we don't die, how can we be born? See, friends, remove that soul from your head. Make a soul curry and enjoy. See, in our Goa, they make a soul curry. It's such a tasty dish. See, if it is properly made. You have to put a clause. Otherwise, many people do experiments on me. They say, Swamiji, this is the dish I have learned from YouTube, and for the first time I have cooked for you. Now try. So if you survive, then others can take. I am a universal guinea pig. Give anything. See, friends. Therefore, vimudha nanu pasyanti. But we are so much carried away by that beautiful story. Oh, he dies. And then from the head, then some kind of a flame comes. And the flame is going, jaun to jaun kahan. And then there was a board hanging somewhere in the womb. T-O space L-E-T. Too late. And in between there is a space. So this small iPhone wala eye goes and sits there. And out of too late becomes a toy late. And a human being is born. Beautiful story, isn't it? But rubbish. We have no experience of our birth. We have no experience of our growth. We have no experience of our death. Why worry? मरने भी नहीं देते. See, friends, the day you recognize this, then we have learned Gita Yoga. Otherwise, all the time, many people they ask us, Swamiji, please tell, what happens after death? मरने के बाद क्या होता है? When you are alive, has anything happened? When you are alive, nothing has happened. After death, nothing will happen. You are so insignificant. मरने के बाद क्या होता है? मरो तो भाई. Die first. One thing can happen definitely. Those who are alive, they will be happy. Thank God, God. Live, man. We have to study Gita for living, not for dying. Gita was not told to a person who is on the deathbed and he is dying. Oh, then chant the Lord's name. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. No. It was a battlefield. Dynamically live. Don't talk about death. See? And when this was told, then the teacher says, that divinity, what I told you, you are, is this. Now see the God, according to Bhagavad Gita. यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासेते खिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धिमामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मका अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्ता पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं देन सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृति ज्ञानम् अपोहनञ्च वेदैश्च सर्वै अहमेव वेद्यः. This is the Gita Yoga. First see God in the sun. Yad aditya gadam tejaha. But who can see the God in the sun? He who wakes up before sunrise. We are all Surya Vamshi. After the sun rises and gets frustrated, then we get up. Vahi kya? Those who wake up after the sunrise and get out of bed after the sunrise, in the next life, they will be born as Khatmal. Khatmal means bed bug. This is said in Khatmal Mahapuran. See, begin your day early, man. Life is so beautiful. See, all the sadhana is done, be attentive. All the sadhana is done when you have not become anybody. In the deep sleep, you are nobody. Before you become anybody, complete your spiritual practice. If you wake up and become a husband, then your spiritual practice will be, uske liye chai banao. This is the universal truth. all ladies wake up early, and no, all gents wake up early, and ladies are sleeping. And this husband Maharaj, he prepares a cup of tea and honey. Take. Did you add honey in that? No, you are honey. Take it. Unless we recognize this, begin your day before you become anybody. Then only the truth is revealed. If as a husband you sit for meditation, who will be your Anishta Devata? Not Ishta Devata. Who will be Anishta Devata? Belan Devi. Standing with a belan in the hand, Katchi in the hand. Remain as nobody. You don't have to struggle in meditation, in prayers. See, friends. Therefore, Yadadityagadam Tejaha. If you want to see divine in the sun, begin your day early. Yet Chandramasi in the moon, it is in the form of the nectar, because of which all the plantation gets the food ability. Then Gama Vishyacha Bhutani entering the earth, I support the vegetation. Then Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashrita, then entering the stomach, I do the digestion. We don't do digestion. And I digest 4 types of food. Pachamennam Chaturvidham. Then, so Bhagavan started from where? Sun, moon, fire, earth, then stomach, then from the stomach, now he is coming in the heart. Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishtaha. So you see the God in your heart. What you are doing, sir, there? Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishtaha. In a place, I was talking on this verse, and to make the whole thing light, I said, you know what Bhagavan is telling? Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishtaha. Bhagavan Krishna is to take chaha, tea, every day in the morning. When I said like this thing, after my talk was over, there was one Gambhirananda person. Swamiji, how can you say Bhagavan Krishna was taking tea in the morning? During his time, there was no tea. I said, you were there? He said, no. I said, I was there. How come? Do you know Bhagavan Krishna's wives? 16,108. 8 were not Assamese, but 16,100, they were Assamese. Prag Jyotishpur is Assam. He whose 16,000 wives are Assamese, can he stop from taking tea? He was taking bath in the tea. Forget about taking tea. Become light, don't become serious in life. So I am in the heart of everything. What do you do there? Mattaha, because of me. Smriti, dream. Jnanam, waking. Apohanam, deep sleep. Chakara, samadhi. I support the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Sarvaihi Vedaihi, this aham eva vedyaha. All the scriptures are meant to know who is this I. All other things can wait. See, and thereafter Bhagavan Krishna gives further information that Da imo purusho loke ksharascha kshara evacha ksharas sarvani bhutani kutasto kshara uchyate. There are 2 things in this world. One is the inert, and second is that is enlivening the inert. So the known and the knower. Known keeps on changing. Knower is one. And when you investigate who is this knower, then you come to know there is one knower in and through all the things and beings. Yasmat ksharamati aksharadavichottamaha atosmi loke vedecha prathita purushottamaha. Because I support both the inert world and the sentient world. And yet I am beyond them. Therefore, I am called as Purushottama. In this manner, he who knows me. See, iti guhyatamam shastram. This is the ultimate in Bhagavad Gita. The essence of Upanishad, Vedas is Upanishad. Essence of Upanishad is Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita is 15th chapter. Essence of 15th chapter is this. Iti guyyatamam shastram. Idamuktam mayanaga. O sinless Arjuna, whatever was told by me to you, etad buddhva. Not krutva. You don't have to do anything. Only come to recognize your own divine nature. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. Then you are really intelligent. What is the sign? Krutakrutyascha bharata. Life is fulfilled. There are no loose ends left behind. This is the Gita Yoga according to the path of knowledge and the path of devotion. So see God right from sun up to yourself. Don't condemn yourself. Papoham papa karmaham. No, you are not a papi. You may be called by your children, Papa. Papaha, papau, papaha. See? Therefore, come to discover this truth and be happy. Life is fulfilled only when the divine expresses through us. And for that, we have to empty the garbage. And in that emptiness, the divine expresses in full glory. Let us give it a chance. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.